Welcome back, Sneak Peekers. I'm Mason.
And I'm Ryan. Thank you for joining us on a new season of Sneak Peek.
We hope all of you had a pleasant and restful winter break. I think we all deserved one after getting through such a crazy year.
Definitely. As you can tell, we're not back in the studio just yet, but we still can't wait to share so much exciting news with you. There's a lot to catch up on.
We have a great season ahead of us. Let's get started. Even though we're still living amidst the pandemic, the entertainment industry has done a great job of making sure the show still goes on. Literally.
That's right. Not even a pandemic can stop some of the biggest festivals and award shows. Sundance Film Festival, which normally takes place in Utah, concluded last Wednesday after being presented online for the very first time.
As always, there was a countless selection of films featured that stunned virtual audiences, including Questlove's documentary about the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival, Summer of Soul, which took home the U.S. Documentary Competition's Grand Jury Prize.
Similarly, the film festival Us Austinites All Know and Love, South by Southwest, has also transitioned to an online platform after its 2020 cancellation.
While the South by Southwest Film Festival is still a few weeks away, they recently announced a handful of films to be featured that we can't wait to see. This includes Demi Lovato's documentary Dancing with the Devil and Hysterical, starring an impressive assembly of female comedians such as Margaret Cho, Nikki Glazer, and Kathy Griffin.
As award season is approaching, many of the shows are also going to be taking non-traditional approaches.
The Golden Globes, which just announced their nominations last week, will still be taking place with iconic comedy duo Tina Fey and Amy Poehler as their hosts.
While Faye and Poehler will be co-hosting virtually from separate locations, we know the performances won't let us down.
We can't wait to see how all of these virtual events will pan out.
In other news, we know that so much content was released recently that kept all of you busy over winter break, and we can't wait to talk about it all with you guys.
For all of our fans of The Bachelor, we're kicking this episode off with our recap of everything that has happened over the past several weeks' episodes.
Take it away, Hunter.
Hey Snake Peekers, I'm Hunter Gasaway, and I'm here to catch you up on this year's season of The Bachelor. We are currently witnessing the most dramatic, exciting, shocking season ever as Matt James begins his Bachelor journey. Matt James, who is new to Bachelor Nation, got the gig due to his close, real-life best friend, Tyler Cameron. With a record-breaking number of contestants and applicants this season, we wasted no time jumping right into the excitement of night one. The ladies were ready to be bold, as entrances included a pickup truck, goat feet, a lady in the tramp-style bowl of spaghetti, a woman in full lingerie, Katie's friend MJ, and Queen Victoria on her throne. Other entrances were much more subtle, but with a record-breaking number of ladies, we had to get this show on the road. Father Matt started the season off with a prayer which had all the girls converting overnight. After a drawn-out cocktail party, sweet, hearing-impaired Abigail got the first impression rose. Of course, the dates wasted no time becoming very intense, as every girl this season is out for love. Despite Victoria's wishes, Bree received the season's first one-on-one date. This date included some sweet ATV action before they found a hot tub mysteriously located in the middle of the woods. That tub was steamy in more ways than one. Bree received a rose and a kiss under the fireworks, but sparks were flying back at the house too. Victoria is wasting no time becoming the antagonist of the season and striking a feud with Marilyn. After a fashion shoot group date that literally ended in all-out war for Matt's love, and the Bachelor's token plane-centric one-on-one with Sarah, the episode ends with the dramatic conclusion of Marilyn v. Queen, and Matt saying, "Long live the Queen," sending Marilyn packing. In the middle of the rose ceremony, Sarah begins to faint, leading to Matt to come to comfort her, and leading to an episode full of Sarah-filled drama. Whether a unique romantic story reading group date, or a really nice one-on-one with Serena P., All roads this episode seem to lead back to Sarah and how hard it is for her to date a guy who's dating other women. You know, like the premise of the show. After many talks with Matt and our surprising new hero Katie, Sarah chooses to send herself home. The house seems to really be going in a rough place under the reign of Queen Victoria and her royal mean girls. And that doesn't get any better when we discover that 5 new girls will now be joining the house. 4 of the 5 girls apparently made a strong enough impression to stay, and Michelle must have particularly struck Matt's fancy as she immediately is selected for a romantic one-on-one. The other date this week included squirrel costumes and using hollowed out pumpkins as boats, so it's like mid-tier for weirdest bachelor dates. The drama continues at the house as the plastics are running rampant and Anna begins to spread a very unsavory rumor about Brittany. There's another group date which doesn't make much of an impression, with the exception of Katie being the real queen and revealing to Matt what is going on. Leading to the next episode's rose ceremony with the explosive pre-rose ceremony elimination of Anna and the end of the monarchy with the elimination of Queen Victoria. The next episode featured 2 one-on-ones with Rachel going on a shopping spree modeling down a runway and Kit sharing a nice home-cooked meal with Matt at his villa. Both dates seemed to go well, but it was Rachel who gets the first "I'm falling in love with you" of the season. We also get a group date at the farm with the ladies doing manual labor, and yeah, I feel for the producers still trying to come up with fun COVID-friendly date ideas. You might have thought the drama was gone when Queen's back home, but think again. MJ has stepped up as the new queen, and her reign might be worse than anything we've seen before. She begins a new house feud with Jasenia, who threw MJ under the bus for being a mean girl and a bully. The two go back and forth for a while, and obviously Matt notices, as the end of the episode has them heading in to a 2-on-1 date. Who will come out the winner of Jasenia versus MJ? Will Piper ever get that one-on-one she's been craving? Will Katie finally take her place as the true queen of the house? And will Matt finally close his eyes during a kiss? All this and more as the season is just getting started, and I can't wait to see where it goes. Back to the hosts.
Welcome back, everyone.
That recap of The Bachelor just reminded me how close Valentine's Day is, Mason.
It definitely is coming up soon. Whether you're single, in a relationship, or something in between, there's nothing like a good old rom-com to get you in the Valentine's Day spirit.
That's true. That's why we have Alexis here to give us her review on Netflix's newest rom-com, To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Always and Forever.
Hey Sneak Peekers, I'm Alexis Davis, and Valentine's Day is just around the corner. What other better way to get in the spirit than to talk about the hot Noah Centineo, or also as we know him as Peter Kavinsky. I don't know about you, but I'm a hopeless romantic, and so is Miss Laura Jean. Wait, you don't know who Peter or Laura Jean are? Well, please let me catch you up. The two are main characters in the film sequel to All the Boys I Loved Before. The sequel is based off of a series of novels written by author Jenny Han. The first film of the sequel took storm in 2018. The film is about hopeless romantic Laura Jean, who has written a series of letters to all the guys that she has crushes on and locks them away in her closet so none can be seen. One of the boys is her childhood friend Josh, who had dated her sister Margot recently, and another is, of course, Mr. Peter Kavinsky. One night while Laura and her sister Kitty were having a movie night, Kitty goes into her closet and steals all her letters. Then they are sent out to all the boys. The next day at school, Peter Kavinsky approaches Laura at the track to talk to her about her letter, but she faints before he even gets to speak to her. As Laura gets up, she sees Josh approaching her with the letter in his hand. Then she quickly kisses Peter to run him off and runs away. Later on that day, Laura goes to one of her favorite diners where she shockingly encounters Peter and discusses why she acted the way she acted. He was okay with it and asked her to fake date him to make his ex, Jen, who was ex-best friends with Laura Jean, jealous. Well, it worked, and everyone believes that the two are actually a couple. Feelings start building up between them throughout the film, and conflicts occur to stir up the fake relationship. By the end of the film, Laura confesses her love to Peter, and he most definitely feels the same. The two officially start dating, which will lead into the second film, where we get to see the two lovebirds in action, but there's also a twist. One of Laura Jean's guys, who she wrote letters for, accounted hers while she was volunteering, and that is played by the Jordan Fisher, and his name is John Ambrose. She may or may not have feelings for him, but her heart always will stay with Mr. Peter. I genuinely thought the first film was better due to the drama, but the second wasn't as bad. So the third film will be called To All the Boys, Always and Forever, Miss Laura Jean, to premiere Friday on Netflix. I just genuinely hope that they end up going to the same college or university and maybe continuing their relationship, but we'll have to find out. Or maybe even an engagement ring. That would be amazing, but a promise ring would be okay. But I guess we'll all find out Friday, February 12th. You and your Valentine can have a little quarantine day or have a little Valentine movie, little date with your gal pals this Valentine, or just win the premiere. But I hope you lovebirds stay safe and catch you soon, sneak peekers.
Thanks, Alexis.
Speaking of Netflix originals, another new release took the world by storm over break.
Even if you haven't watched it yet, you've probably heard of it. Period drama Bridgerton has beat out The Witcher as Netflix's most streamed television series, reaching more than 82 million households.
Wow. If you haven't watched it yet and are wondering why it's achieving the success it has, we have Madeline here to give us a rundown of the series.
Take it away, Madeline.
Hello, and welcome back to Sneak Peek. I may not know what everyone did this winter break, but I bet a lot of you watched Bridgerton, considering it already has smashed Netflix records with over 82 million views. Such unprecedented numbers stop us in our tracks, leading many to wonder why the show is reaching such a wide audience. How is it unique from the traditional period piece? Well, I'm here to break that down for you. For those who haven't watched yet, Bridgerton is a Gossip Girl meets The Bachelor meets Pride and Prejudice series set in the English Regency period. But it's so much more than that. Based on author Julia Quinn's romance novels, the show was brought to life by none other than executive producer Shonda Rhimes. Shonda and her team allowed the show to diverge from the traditional period mold, and it was these divergences that make the show so special. For starters, Bridgerton is indulgent. In navigating courting season in the early 19th century London, the show remains neither proper nor polite. Instead, the audience gets access to scenes and emotions they usually wouldn't see, be it scandal, female strength and agency, romance, struggle, or even joy. It feels like the first time we're finally allowed to see the humanity in a portrayal of the past such as this one. In fact, lead actor Regé-Jean Page describes the show as being, quote, unashamed of its joy. And it doesn't stop there. Shonda Rhimes further modernized Bridgerton's presentation, incorporating orchestral covers of Taylor Swift and Ariana Grande into the music at the parties and balls. With actors of color like Regé-Jean Page playing the Duke of Hastings and Golda Rochevelle playing Queen Charlotte, Bridgerton departs from the idea that period pieces must only incorporate actors who appear exactly like their ancient counterparts. Instead, it paints a picture of what the world actually looks like. When asked about the long overdue inclusion, Regé-Jean Page eloquently explained that if we're going to have a great big Cinderella fantasy, the more people who are invited to participate in that and see themselves as glamorous and worthy of love and status, the better. If you haven't watched Bridgerton yet, I hope I've convinced you. The show is elegant, juicy, hilarious, and completely binge-worthy. And hey, it just got renewed for season 2, so there's so much to look forward to. Thanks, guys. That's all from me this week. Back to the host.
To get us even more excited about Valentine's Day, we've gathered a panel of our very own Sneak Peek members to put their rom-com trivia to the test.
Nothing is better than a little bit of friendly competition. Let's see how this goes.
Hey, Sneak Peekers. Welcome to a early Valentine's Day special. We've brought two rom-com experts in to get a little trivia going, to get you in a lovely little mood. So let's just go around, kind of introduce our contestants and see what some of their favorite rom-coms are. Alexis, do you want to start us off?
All right. Hi, I'm Alexis. I'm a freshman. I am a radio, television, film major, and I gotta say one of my favorite rom-coms would probably be 16 Candles for sure, because I love Jake Ryan. I know that's so cliche, but Jake Ryan, he's still a cutie to this day. But it's a really cute rom-com. It's super cute, and I love Molly Ringwald.
Hey guys, I'm Kat, and my favorite rom-com would have to be 10 Things I Hate About You, just because that bleacher scene, I love you, baby, iconic. Too good.
Wonderful. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the trivia. Starting off, the meet cute of this rom-com finds our female lead carrying watermelons into a sexually charged dance hall. And y'all can just shout out an answer when you get it. Or if you need a hint, I can also give that.
Dirty Dancing.
Yes, point for Alexis. Great job. Okay, next. In 10 Things I Hate About You, Heath Ledger's character bursts out into a heartfelt performance to co-star Julia Stiles, singing
I love you, baby.
Perfect. That one was kind of a softball. You got it. Okay, next up. Who stars as Jenna in 2004's 13 Going on 30?
Jennifer Garner.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, good job. Okay. Next. What Jane Austen novel inspired Cher Horowitz's romantic exploits in Clueless? Anyone want a hint?
Yeah.
We'll take the hint.
Okay. There was recently an adaptation of the novel starring Anya Taylor-Joy.
Emma?
Yep. Another point to Kat. Come on, Alexis.
Whew. All right, Kat.
Okay. So, next up. How many love letters does Laura Jean write in To All the Boys I've Loved Before?
5?
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
Next. What is Hugh Grant's occupation in Love Actually?
Yeah. I most likely won't get this one.
That's okay. Do y'all want another hint?
Sure.
It is a very high political position.
Is he the prime minister?
Yep.
I've never seen Love Actually.
Okay, here's another one. In The Notebook, where do Noah and Allie first meet?
Wasn't it a like it was like this big carnival, right?
Yep, yeah,
Okay.
got it. Okay, next up. In this 1989 rom-com, our romantic leads are introduced for the first time as they embark on a cross-country road trip from Chicago to New York City.
When Harry Met Sally?
Mm-hmm. Great job. Okay, last question, guys. This is the big one. So, Elle Wood's knowledge of what beauty treatment breaks the case in Legally Blonde?
A perm.
Yep, another point to Kat. Okay, well, thank you all both so much for playing. I think that once we've tallied up the scores, I'm pretty sure, Kat, you took the cake with this one. Good job. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, and thank you, Alexis, for playing. We couldn't have done it without you.
Thank you, Mason.
Mm-hmm. So with that, I believe that is a wrap on our episode, Valentine's Day episode for Sneak Peek. Have a great Valentine's Day, Sneak Peekers, and enjoy a good rom-com this holiday season.